So what in the world is a Goldback, and why am I talking about Goldbacks? What are they? Should you be owning them? Should you be buying them? Should you be putting your money, your fiat currency into these instruments? I personally think that they should have a place in your portfolio, and we're going to talk about what they are and whether or not you should be having them in your portfolio on this video. My name is Cluff, and I'm a former financial advisor turned financial educator and coach, and I absolutely love helping people manage, protect, and grow their money. And on this video, we're going to talk a little bit about precious metals and more specifically, gold. And gold is a huge asset class right now. It's a lot of banks have ranked it as one of the top tier investments or investment opportunities. A lot of the countries around the world are buying gold in massive amounts. We've got a lot of interest in gold, a lot of people putting their IRA money into gold and silver as well. Silver is actually on the rise. As of the recording of this video, it's just under $50 an ounce, 47, I think it's 46 and change an ounce, which is huge for silver. It's been a long time since silver's been up at this range. So precious metals, should you have them in your portfolio? I personally think yes. I think you should have precious metals in your portfolio. Now, what percentage of your portfolio? There's a lot of banks recently that actually have come out and said that you should have a significant percentage of your portfolio in precious metals. I actually physically hold gold and silver, and I just love gold and silver. There's something about having it in your hand that it's different. It really hits different when it's in your hand and you can hold it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about something specific. There's actually a lot of concern about gold and silver is that it's hard to, get change for a silver coin when it's $47. What do you walk into the store and buy a grocery, some bread, a loaf of bread and you had to get change from $47 of silver when it's just one coin? Well, that's the thing is that there's been an issue with what is called fractional transactional usages of precious metals. And Goldbacks have answered the question, how do you use gold in everyday transactions? Goldbacks have answered that question. So I'm going to share with you right now, what are Goldbacks? Where can you buy them? And then I'm going to share with you my personal collection of Goldbacks, or at least some of my personal collection of Goldbacks, so that you can see what they look like in real life. So let's share the screen here. Okay, so this is actually the goldback.com website, and you can see up here on the top right-hand corner, one Goldback is currently worth $7.84. So if you have a Goldback right now and you went to the grocery store, or if you went to the farmer's market, or if you went to a myriad of stores that accept these, you'd be able to buy $7.84 worth of goods based on the one Goldback that you have. Now, what is one Goldback? One Goldback is not $1. It's not one, as we wouldn't see a $1 bill. One Goldback is 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. And so, if there was a 5 Goldback, it would be a 5/1000th of an ounce of gold. So that's what's important to note is that each one of these Goldbacks has on it an amount of gold based on what's on the face amount there, what it shows. So 1, 5, 10, 20, whatever it is, it's that many in 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. And so what they do is, you can see in the videos here, you can see these bills. What they've created is a polymer. That polymer, then they 3D print gold onto the polymer and seal it so that it's absolutely untraceable, it's unduplicable. You literally can't forge these, at least that I know of. You have to have millions of dollars of equipment in order to make these. So you're not going to see somebody forging these and making fake ones anytime soon, as far as I'm concerned. So when you go to a goldback.com, you can actually see up here, it says where to buy Goldbacks. You can pay with Goldbacks. And these are the different stores. So you can enter a category of business. You can search by the merchant name. You can enter a zip code. You can go search. You can see all of these places across the United States here on this particular screen. Every one of these little blue arrows is a place where you can actually use a Goldback. You could take a Goldback in and you can purchase the goods and services of that business with Goldbacks. There's actually a sign that they have in the front of their store that says, "We take Goldbacks." So where to buy Goldbacks, I'm going to share that with you in a minute, because I actually have a link for you in the description. It's pariscluff.com/Goldbacks. If you click the link in the description below, you can come to one of the lowest cost places, one of the best places to get them and then exchange them if you need to trade them back into fiat currency. If you need to change your Goldbacks back into cash or into dollar bills, you can do it with the same place at one of the best rates. The one I'm going to share with you here in a minute is the best. So what are Goldbacks? It's 24 karat gold that's imprinted upon a polymer that allows you to have a transactionable use for actual physical gold. And then I'm going to share with you, this is a one Goldback for, this one is actually South Dakota. So there are there's actually 7 states that offer Goldbacks, or that are sponsoring Goldbacks, I should say. And there's the original 5 states had 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50. So they had they were all listed out like that. And it's literally, this one is way thicker. This one is 50. This one is super thick compared to the one. It's not as thick. You can tell that there's more gold just by holding it. You can tell there's more gold in the 50 than there is in the one. So then I have this one is Nevada. I actually have a collection for each of the 5 states that have gone out. The 2 newest states are Florida and Oklahoma. I don't have those ones yet. A set of those ones yet. So this one is what's this one? This one's Wyoming, and then this one is New Hampshire. The artwork is just gorgeous on these things, by the way. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. That's New Hampshire. And then, of course, the last one I have here is South Dakota. And I have a full set for each one of these states, these first 5 states that came out. I'm actually going to be getting another set of them for the Florida and for Oklahoma pretty soon. I do have a bunch of Goldbacks, in packages here that I can give and use and spend. I have, a bunch more Goldbacks over here that I can use and spend. And I usually give them out as tips to my hairdresser, the lady who cuts my hair, and I give them out as tips to whenever I go out to eat at a restaurant. I'll give them out as tips as well. I've had a lot of great feedback. Some people have told me this is the best tip they've ever gotten. One lady was like, "I collect money from places. This is the coolest money I've ever seen." And the cool thing about it is it's actually real money. It's the only real money that's out there. What you have, these dollar bills that we have, that's not real money. That's fiat currency. It's a paper that's not really, it's not really worth the paper that's printed on it, right? The value is not worth what you're actually getting. But on these, the value is actually there. It's actually 24 karat gold printed onto these polymers that give you the ability to do that. So what are Goldbacks? I think I've answered that question. They're transactionable gold that you can actually use at the stores to purchase things on a daily basis. Anytime you go to a store that accepts the Goldbacks. Now, it's not as widespread as we'd like for it to be, but we're working on making sure that Goldbacks are more widely accepted at stores across the country. There's certain states that have more than others, but each time that somebody tries to use the Goldback at a store, that store owner is going to say, "Wait a minute, there's another person that's come in here that's asked if we accept these Goldbacks." And if you ask, if a store, usually the local mom and pops places are the best ones to ask, because they have a little more control as to what they can receive and what they can do. But the big box stores, the franchises, they may not be as ready to accept these kinds of things as a form of payment. But I promise you, I would ask around. I would ask your local places if they accept these things, because Goldbacks aren't going away, and there's more and more states that are enacting laws that say that precious metals are legal tender in those states. And each time they do that, Goldback will come in and create money, real money, transactionable gold bills that you can actually use in those states. And at each time there's a new state that opens up, there's hundreds of businesses that join and say that they're accepting these awesome, amazing Goldback bills. Now, technically, they're called Aurums, 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 because that's actually what the bill is, that what's created. So let me share with you how to purchase these things, and so that you can buy some more. So again, go to pariscluff.com/Goldbacks, and when you do, it'll take you to this page here where you can purchase Florida. Look at the artwork on this. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. Here's Oklahoma. You can look at the Oklahoma sets here. Again, just gorgeous artwork. Florida Goldbacks, they have the 2. So what happens when they opened up Florida, they created new denominations. So for the longest time, there were just 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50, as you can see here with Utah. But Florida opened up half, 1, 2, 5, 10, 25, 50, and 100. So they got 1, 2, 3 new bills that they created to be able to use more efficiently. So, one Goldback is $7.62. So a half a Goldback is $3.81. So if you're going to give out a tip, or you're going to give it as a gift for somebody, then you're going to want to do it maybe a half or a 1. you started getting into the 100, that's $762 that you give. So I actually know the people who started this company, and I just have a great relationship with several of the people that work there. And one of the cool things about it is that one of the guys who was one of the vice presidents was telling me that he had his air conditioning go out. And he asked the guy to come, and he asked the guy, hey, do you take Goldbacks? Will you take payment in Goldbacks? The guy said, well, show me what they are. Tell me what they are. And he did. And he ended up buying, he ended up getting a huge discount because the owner of the air conditioning company recognized that gold goes up in value. And so if he took the price at the time, the value of that gold would go up over time, and he would actually end up making more money or having more money by accepting payment in gold versus accepting payment in dollar bills. Over time, dollar bills go down in value. Goldbacks over time go up in value. And here's an example of that. When I first started buying these Goldbacks, they were $3. One Goldback was $3 and change, $3.50, I think. And so now it's $7.62 for the same Goldback. That's called a hedge against inflation. That doesn't necessarily mean that the gold has gone up in value. What has happened is the dollar has lost that much value over the several years that I've been buying these and collecting these. So I highly recommend that you get yourself some gold and some silver. And if you want to be able to have transactionable gold, get yourself some Goldbacks by going to pariscluff.com/Goldbacks. And you'll see how powerful and how much fun it can have to own and have in your hands actual money, actual gold. But if you go to pariscluff.com/Goldbacks, you'll see, and look at this right here, up here in this corner. Gold right now is at 3,800, 3,800. I remember buying gold at 1,500, 1,700, 1,800, and now it's 3,800 for gold. So that was just a few years ago. Gold is going up, and you might as well get on the bandwagon right now. Actually, gold in the last 8 or 9 months, probably 10 months, gold has gone up over 50% in value. So should you own Goldbacks? I say absolutely. Get yourself some Goldbacks. I think that you should own gold no matter what form it's in, whether it's a Goldback or whether it's actual bullion or coins or golden eagles or whatever you do. Just get yourself some gold because it's going up, and you're going to want to, it's a great hedge against inflation. Should you have all your money in gold? That's up to you. But I definitely think you should have a significant portion of your net worth in gold. My net worth right now, it's over 20, it's probably around 30% of my net worth is in physical gold and silver. And so I highly recommend it. I love it myself. If you missed the last video I produced about what type of life insurance you should buy, you're going to want to check that out here. Otherwise, make sure that you're spending time every day to turn your income into wealth and build a massive bank account. We'll see you on the next one.